Welcome back to Gaming with Bigby. I am Bigby, and when we last left off, we had just returned from a very profitable trip caving, and we put all of our ores into our smeltery here, which you can see. We created some, we created some bronze, we created some more aluminum brass, we've got some leftover tin and aluminum. But I'm not going to bore you with making all of that today. First thing I'm going to do here is we're going to open that up, and we are going to make something a little unusual. We're going to make pretty sure it is a aluminum brass is at the bottom. Okay, maybe it's not that. Maybe actually. Whoa, come back here. And this is probably something I should have looked up before we before we began our session here. One moment. And we're going to be making the Tinker's Knapsack. Essentially what the knapsack is it's basically, well, exactly what it sounds like. It's a backpack. And while that's loading, I'm just going to real quickly go up here. And we're going to reset day because once again, it's the end of the day at the beginning of the episode. The knapsack is an on-player storage item similar to a backpack. It has the storage capacity of a chest, stores its items when taken off, and can only be accessed via its GUI. And it's leather, aluminum brass or gold ingot, and I believe that is an iron tool rod. At least one iron tool rod. Alright, so let's go on downstairs, and do we have any iron in the smeltery? We don't, because of course we took it all out. Well, we don't need much, we only need one ingot. So, boom, we'll put that in there, take that out, put that in, tool rod, there we go. Now we're going to need leather. Leather, which is of course the one thing we don't have. Let's go breed some cows. Alright, so I have a few things that I'd like to accomplish today, or at least get started on accomplishing. Obviously, the goals of this series are... Oh, wait, let's put this out of my hand. The goals of this series are to defeat all of the bosses. We want to defeat a King Slime, which is relatively easy. We want to defeat the Ender Dragon, and we want to defeat the Wither. Well, in order to do that, we're going to have to do a few things. We need wither skeleton skulls, so we're going to have to go to the nether. It's going to take a few things. So, what we're going to have to do here is kill us some cows. And that did not give us any leather. Okay, we got 2 pieces of leather. We've got 4 pieces of leather. I believe that's enough. I'm not 100% certain. Alright, let me just head back on up here. I don't want to kill too many of the cows. I want to keep them well bred. Alright, so we're going to head back on in here. And our iron is in there, so let's go ahead and make 1. I think it actually takes 2 tool rods, but since that's 1 ingot's worth. Okay. So now I just have to remember no, I may actually need more. I'm pretty sure this is it, but I think I'm short 2 leather. Do I have any leather anywhere? Let's just make sure. I got books, I got wool, rotten flesh, no leather. No leather. Do I have any over here? No, of course I made it into shoes. Alrighty. Well. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get some more leather. Alright. We'll just... It's alright, we can afford to knock off another cow or 2. Of course. Alright, I think that gave us the 2 leather we need. Alright, I think that should do it. I don't want to kill any more cows if I don't have to. Alright, we're going to need actually quite a bit more leather, so I'm going to need to spend some time maybe off camera breeding up cows. And I think... Okay, no. No. Either this recipe is defunct or I'm reading there. Unfortunately, it's not formatting. I'm looking it up on my phone and it's not formatting the recipe properly. Shows me 1, 2, and a bar. That should do it. And an aluminum brass ingot should do the job. Well, we can go ahead and try a gold ingot too. No. Huh. Okay, one sec. Just going to double check myself here. And I apologize for this. This is probably something I should have checked before we started the episode. Let's see. Oh. Alright, well let's... No. No. That should do it. It's not diagonal, is it? That would be weird. No. Is it like that? No. Is it like that? No. This should be working, and I don't know why it isn't. Well, I guess we'll just have to leave that there, and we'll come back to it. All right. Well, it's really disappointing because I really wanted to make sure that we had enough, storage space, and a knapsack is supposed to be the way to do it. Let's see. Let me just double check. What is that? It is airing out because the wiki doesn't work correctly. Alright, hold on just one moment. I am going to pause the recording and I'm going to check into this. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, we figured out what we need to do. It's not tool rods. It is, in fact, a tough rod. So, I need a lot more iron. We'll just take a whole block out. Yeah. So, totally the wrong kind of rod. I was definitely on the right track. I just simply had the wrong type of rod. Because, you know, let's just have two completely nearly identical rods. Why not? Alright, so we'll let that melt, and then we can absolutely use the aluminum brass, so we'll just go ahead and put the gold back. And then we're going to load up the backpack, the knapsack, and then there will actually be a couple things that we're going to do, basically, while we're waiting for this to melt. What we're going to be doing, after we've got the knapsack, we're going to go down, and we're going to do a little bit more mining. And then, obviously, our series goals, as I mentioned before, are going to be killing the various... boss mobs of the game. And in order to prepare for that, I want to make sure that we have enough supplies. So we're going to have the knapsack ready, and we're also going to gear up with all of the Tinker's armor. You may notice it talks about... Is it in this one? No. Is it in this one? No. Is it in the green one? No. I think that briefly touches on it in the first one, where it talks about armor modifiers down at the end here, and you can see you have a set of goggles that can be modified with night vision. You have some type of a vest that can be modified with perfect dodge or with stealth. You have wings that can be modified with a feather falling, and boots that you can modify with water walk or lead or slimy soles, and gloves that you can modify with speed. And then auto repair you can put on everything if you have it. And they've got all these other options. So you have some armor that's available only in Tinkers, and that's basically what we want to build. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our tough rod. 2 of them, actually. Now, as you notice, the recipes for the armor, while there were recipes for the modifiers were there, the recipe for the armor was not. And that's because it's not, for some unknown reason, Tinkers does not put it in any of these books. They give you 4 books. The very first book they give you, they allude to armor that they then do not tell you how to build. And there's our knapsack. So, where does a knapsack go? It goes there. Now, when I open this up, I can go to knapsack, and I have a whole nother storage area that I can put stuff in. Cool, huh? Alright, so you know what? I don't even care that it's night out. Let's get back down there, and let's mine up some more of those delicious ores, shall we? Oh, hello there. Well, would you look at that? This must be a slime chunk. Huh. Alrighty. Well, let's get over here, since I'm sure I'm not fast forwarding anymore. Let's get on over to where we've got the mines. Let's get on in there. And let's... Ooh, you know what that is? We gotta watch it with the brightness on some of this. Now, we have a whole lot more ores in other places, like, for example, back here. There was a bunch of ores that we never even touched. There we go. So let's go ahead and grab those. And just 1 block of iron, really? Wow, it's a little disappointing. Alright, so let's go ahead and dig up all this coal. I know it's just coal, but... I hear lots of skelly noises. Wow, this is a lot of coal. There might be something back there, but I'm not even going to bother looking. Alright, so, and I apologize. Once again, I stopped talking again. And I really have to stop doing that. Okay, so we've got some redstone there. I believe we had gold up here. So we'll just go ahead and grab that gold, because we want that, and we'll go ahead and grab the coal. I'm just going to clear this place out completely. I want every last thing that it has to offer me. And then we're going to go investigate that spot where all the lava is. Okay. Just clean this out. All the coal. Okay. Light it up real good so we don't have any unpleasant enemies spawning. And then we'll head down here. I don't know how I'm going to get that redstone without it just... Why do I hear skelly? keep hearing skeletons, but not seeing skeletons. Okay. Grab this iron, even though I don't really need it. We'll go ahead and grab it anyway, just for the sake of cleaning this place out. Okay. Is there anything left over here that I haven't grabbed yet? Not that I can see. Okay. So now I kind of have to figure out a way to get past all this without getting burned. And this is where this comes in. Boom, 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 boom. See? Alright, so let's... Alright, so we block that off. And then we have less... You can always do that, just turn it into cobble. There we go. Get rid of that. Done and done. And I've still got a whole lot of lava up there to deal with. Okay, well, makes it interesting at least. What if I can... Should figure out where that is coming from. This is not safe. Okay. Looks like there's water up there. I can see water dripping down. Oh dear. That may have been a mistake. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. Huh. Alright. Maybe I can put this... Oh. This is not smart. Okay. Not sure if I just made that better or worse. Okay, I think I got my, I got my source block back. Okay. Now, what's going to happen with all the lava? Is it going to come back? Uh-oh. Yeah. Totally going to come back. Okay. Oh, and that is our time, but I am not going to leave it here. Because I absolutely must get up there and kill this lava source block. Okay. And here we are at the top of this area after defeating the lava fall for apparently no good reason. Okay, and let's see here. Well, you know what? I did use up a little bit of the time searching for the Tinker's Construct, so we'll take another minute here while we talk about what we're going to be doing in the upcoming episodes. As mentioned, we're going to be working towards getting to the Nether and defeating all of the various bosses. So, since we're going to be trying to defeat the bosses, one of the first things we're going to need to do is we're going to need to obviously get to the Nether. And in order to be able to survive in the Nether, we're going to make sure we're well armed and well armored. So we're going to try and make the Tinker's Armor. And for that Tinker's Armor, we are absolutely going to need some Ender Pearls. And in order to get Ender Pearls, we're going to need a mob farm. So we're going to gather up a lot of materials. We're going to build us a mob farm. And then we're going to do our best to kill us some Endermen. But we're not going to do that right now. Right now, I am going to leave off this episode here in the little formerly Tower of Lava. And I will thank you very much for watching this episode. And I will see you in the next episode.